So for the dual animal project, the first thing you want to do is find some high quality images. Let's start with the background. So I'm going to put my creature in a disco, not Discord, disco. So I go to images and I want to make sure this is really high quality. So I'm going to go to tools, size, larger than, let's do 8 megapixels. Let's make this really, really clean. And I forgot that it's going to be dark, so this probably won't work, but let's go ahead and do it anyway. So I'm going to put mine here. Now pay attention to the fact that even though it says this number, if it looks small, it probably is not. Good idea to always right click, open a new window or tab, and then just check it from the original source. So let me click on that. Yeah, that's pretty high quality. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. I'm going to put it in my pictures. Next, let's go ahead and pick 2 animals. So I will start with a tiger. And again, I want to make sure it's larger than 8 megapixels. You need to find one that's got the entire body as not blurry as possible. This one's got kind of a blurry background, so that wouldn't be best. That's kind of low, so let me see here. This is small. It says this, but it's lying. I'm going to right click, open a new tab, see if I can find the high quality version. There it is. That's high quality. I'm going to save that image in my pictures folder. Next, let's go ahead and give this thing a face. So I'm going to put on its head a eagle, and ideally it would be facing somewhat the same direction as our tiger. So if we go into here, we look at our tiger, it's facing us straight on. If I can find that, that'd be awesome. If I can't, then we'll see if I can make it work. This is a pretty good example. It's high quality. I'm going to save this as, I'm just going to type an eagle here to name it. It's in my pictures. There we go. So now in Photoshop, I'm going to start off with the background. Do an open. Again, that was file, open. Go into your pictures folder. Actually, I'll just go to quick access so I can see it all at once. There's my background. Now I'm going to file, place, embed my 2 pictures, and I'll do that again by going to quick access, scroll down, eagle and tiger. Oh, it doesn't let me do 2 at a time, so I'll have to do 1 at a time. Start with the tiger. Let's put it right here. Actually, sure, I'll leave it that size. And let's again do a file, place, embedded, and let's do that eagle. There it is. And I'll resize it so that it sticks right on the face of the tiger. Change the opacity to like 50% so I can get it. Usually matching eyes is a good idea. In this case, it's going to look a little odd, so I'll probably just stick it right there. Okay, go back to full opacity. The next step is to use your masking techniques. You can use a combination of them. This is a tough one because the background is very much the same color. So I'm going to start off probably with the pen tool, and you can fast forward, but I would take the time to do all this. I'm just going to do it real quick. So obviously you would have to do more carefully than this, but just for the sake of time, let's start off with this. And now in the fuzzy areas like here, let me just go really wide. I'll come all the way around, and then I'll go back to clean, change that to a corner, and oops, change that to a corner, up and over and around. And again, if it's fuzzy, just go all the way wide of it, and I'll show you why. So now that I've done that, I go to paths, make a selection, put my mask on, and in this little area, this is where you're going to want to use a paintbrush. Using a tablet, don't use your mouse. Pull the hardness to about 50% and come in here on the mask and use a little bit of black to just kind of do a fuzzy selection. There are also some paintbrushes you could use that might assist with that, such as this guy. If you wanted to just kind of get a little bit of that hair, you could potentially do that. Again, I'm not using a tablet right now, so it's kind of hard to do. But then you can get kind of some of that fuzziness. Change the angle. Ooh, that's not working. Anyway, you get the idea. Okay, so with that, I'd clean up the mask. I'd maybe go into my select and mask mode, fix it up, put it on black, maybe give it a chance to do some edge detection, see if it works. If it does, great. If not, don't use it. Okay, now that I've done that, let's turn the eagle on. Let's do a mask on the eagle. For the sake of time, I'm just gonna, I would probably use, I don't know, let's try a quick selection tool. Yep, that looks pretty good. A few areas it missed. Okay, cool. So then I'll add my mask. Oops. And select and mask to kind of just clean it up. Again, on black is probably a good choice. Let's do a little bit of edge detection. Smart radius, good. Let's smooth it out and give it a little bit more contrast. Cool. Okay, there it is. The next thing I'd probably need to do is just blend it. So using a regular brush here, something like that. Let's move it down. I don't know. The next part's going to be kind of tricky, but let's just start from there. All right, that's it for now.